Bruce Lee is often celebrated as one of the greatest martial artists of all time, not only for his speed, strength, and charisma, but also for his unparalleled approach to combat. His techniques were a masterful blend of art and science, created through relentless experimentation, a deep understanding of biomechanics, and a philosophy that transcended rigid traditions. Bruce's combat techniques were more than moves or strikes, they were expressions of his personal journey and his quest for practical efficiency in combat. At the heart of Bruce's philosophy was Jeet Kune Do, his own combat style, which he described as the way of the intercepting fist. It wasn't a traditional style or form, but rather a set of principles that prioritized simplicity, directness, and effectiveness. He believed that in combat, each movement had to serve a purpose. There was no room for superfluous actions. This idea was inspired by his extensive study of classical martial arts forms, which he admired but found too rigid for real-life situations. By stripping away unnecessary techniques and focusing on what worked in practical scenarios, Bruce created a fighting approach that embodied both elegance and ruthless efficiency. The scientific aspect of Bruce Lee's techniques can be seen in his study of body mechanics, physics, and physiology. Bruce meticulously analyzed each movement, considering factors such as weight distribution, angles, and leverage. He was known to practice kicks and punches thousands of times to achieve optimal form, experimenting with different ways to increase power, speed, and accuracy. He drew inspiration from boxing and fencing, applying concepts like economy of movement and strategic positioning to create strikes that were faster and more difficult for opponents to evade. One of Bruce's most famous techniques was the one-inch punch, a powerful demonstration of force generated with only minimal movement. Through a blend of biomechanics, muscle control, and energy flow, Bruce could knock an opponent back with a punch delivered from just an inch away. This wasn't just a showcase of raw strength. It illustrated the power of kinetic energy, timing, and precision. Bruce believed that true power in combat came from understanding the body's mechanics and maximizing its potential through highly trained control. The art behind Bruce's techniques, however, was just as significant. He didn't view martial arts purely as a series of physical movements, but as a form of self-expression. Each strike, block, or feint was a reflection of his personality and his personal